This is my first ever video, so it's going to be an experimentation of some sort. I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League two games that happened today. First one was Arsenal. I mean, both were playing at the same time. So Arsenal were playing Barcelona at the Emirates in London. And my initial reaction with English team playing a Spanish team is normally Spanish team wins. By Spanish team, I mean Barcelona and Real Madrid. I'm myself a huge Barcelona fan. Also, I like Arsenal's philosophy of football. Um, and both are attractive teams. I mean, to see as a viewer. So after watching Man City in the last 2 years versus Barcelona in second leg specifically, I thought Arsene Wenger became pragmatic and adopted for 4-2-3-1, sorry, 4-3-2-1 approach. And the way Arsenal have defended gave less space for front three Barcelona attackers. No chance at all in the first half specifically. And they tried to cut off the supply line of midfield to attack. And Barcelona understood the game and they have stretched the game to the both flanks. Messi and Neymar were basically on the both sides of the line on the touch line and stretching Arsenal to its maximum size. It was great to see the way Barcelona players have used the width of the pitch. Dani Alves and Jordi Alba were providing the width as well. But from Arsenal's point of view, I think they will be disappointed to concede two goals at their home ground, and it will be a huge task for them to go and play in Camp Nou and overturn the tie, which would be very, very unreal. I mean, I think it's kind of impossible, but anything can happen. With this game, I think the impact of Ozil was not there. Most of the team has defended well until 70 minutes, and it is not easy defend without ball for 70 odd minutes. Not easy. So definitely they tired out, and they tried to go in attack. They had some chances. Oxlade-Chamberlain should have scored the first goal, but he couldn't. And the way Messi scored on counter attack on the other side of, I mean, second half, the first goal of Barcelona is a prime example how to execute those sort of chances. And Messi has been, I mean, not just Messi, Suarez, Neymar are in great form, and the way Messi has been thumped Arsenal again. I think he likes Arsenal some way. Um, but Suarez was not on his usual best. I mean, this Barcelona team has been playing 3 days intervals from last August, and they have maintained a winning streak or unbeaten streak of 33 games now. It's remarkable with the limited amount of resources they had on the first half of the season, and the way they have have their all the chances for the treble. Um, I think that they've done a phenomenal job. Probably we don't expect every game to be won by them, but it's sometime makes me think the kind of hard work they put on their training grounds and officials. I mean, officials by meaning of officials is trainers and coaches their efforts and the game plan has been great, and the dedication of the players has been great. You see the midfielders of Barcelona team, Iniesta, Busquets, and Rakitic, all were having pressure, but having enough time to circulate the ball, and they have been great. Front three were great, but today Suarez was not on his best, so he missed a few chances. Other than that, Neymar was creative. Messi was creative. Messi scored both goals, one from penalty. And I do understand why Arsene Wenger replaced Flamini with Coquelin, because Coquelin might be tired, but didn't have. I mean, it's probably the worst start you can have in an UCL game. Against Messi, against Neymar, against Suarez, I don't know how would I do, but it's hard for professional players, and it's hard to be Flamini today. Um, the other game was really interesting as well. Juventus, the Serie A holder, were playing against Bayern Munich, one of the top teams in the world, and coached by ex Barcelona coach Pep Guardiola, which I am a huge fan of him because of his tactics. He didn't have any kind of center back today. He played with the makeshift one, and the first 45 minutes have been a rampage in both flanks on Juventus. Patrick Evra and Steiner had rough day, thanks to Arjen Robben and Douglas Costa and Robert Lewandowski and their midfield. Vidal, Thiago Alcantara had a gem-off game. Then you have Thomas Muller moving with the ball, without the ball. Great. Great creativity. Philipp Lahm joining in an attack, and on other flank as well. It's been horrid time, and from Juventus' point of view, I think they have given too much respect. They were shaky. They were in pressure on their home ground, which was unusual. And I think the tactics of Allegri on the first half was really not good enough to involve Mandzukic and Dybala into the game. They looked isolated, the attackers of Juventus, and Pogba and Cuadrado had to, come back to rescue Lichtsteiner, and Marquisio had a poor game. Midfield wasn't that great for the first half, so Bayern Munich's shaky defense was irrelevant because of those, attack, and strings of passes. It's been an exhibition. I thought Bayern should have killed the game, but in second half, after around 55, 60 minutes, Juventus started to press up, and then you saw the difference of the game. The approaches has changed, and then due to the pressure and due to the inexperiences on the center back position, Mandzukic helped Dybala, and Dybala scored the first one, and then the game changed. The crowd get behind the team, and Stuarero was scored the second one, which was a great result for Juventus, given that the first half performances were really poor. Now they still have a shot at the second leg, and I think they will be happy after the first half performance. The eventual result was 2-2. But I have to criticize a bit of Manuel Neuer, who actually made a weird pass before the second goal was scored. For that pass, I don't find any logic why he placed that pass in such a hurry. I can remember a similar kind of pass he played against Barcelona last year's semi-final first leg in Camp Nou, and Alves intercepted. Messi was then, Messi then scored from there. So I think it was kind of too overconfident, something that cost Bayern Munich a tie. They should have won the game. They should have killed the game by 60 minutes or so. But great performances from Arjen Robben, Douglas Costa. I was surprised to see Ribery came out so late as substitute. And Lewandowski was great, although he didn't score. But yeah, it was a very eventful game and a very interesting game to look for the second leg as well. For Arsenal, it will be very tough. I think Juventus still have a chance, but very unlikely they will go through. Thank you.